Your tag?
Drolro, but you can just call me Tommy.
Gotcha.
What's your tag?
Makari.
Makari.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Who do you play?
Marth, mostly.
Awesome. All right, so we're getting into the match now.
Sheik Falcon.
Sheik Falcon is a matchup that's what I would call historically bad for Falcon, but in these modern days, it's gotten a lot better with the innovation of Falcon's tools.
I agree.
But we can see here that it's not a good start for Klaps, as he just get instantly comboed and just read completely in order for Guillotine to take that stock. What do you think the key things that he's going to be looking for here as Falcon are?
Being able to SDI out of a jab reset attempt as part of like mixing up if you do get opened up off a grab. Just really clean punishes when you open up the Sheik, you kill the Sheik. That's like the the more modern day like Falcons and what they're good at. I feel like they just delete stocks,
Absolutely, because
like,
and that's what you're gonna have to do. Because if Sheik is deleting your stock, like you see right here, then you're gonna have to do it back.
Big time.
Yep. And there's the knee and a lovely back air, but he's gonna have to continue to follow up. And
so situations like that should be really ideal for Falcon. Just, like a ledge hop stomp into a knee or something.
Into a knee or a reverse knee if you have that. And I think that's probably what he meant to do, but he misinputted with the Falcon misinputted with the ledge jump.
Yeah.
We got the bracket in chat. I don't know what exactly it looks like at the moment because I just came back, but hopefully it's something spicy. We see Klaps doing his best to come back here. And
yeah, definitely always a threat.
Wow.
A couple times now with that bear to call out how Guillotine's trying to like double jump there.
Yeah. Catching the double jump on the recovery, and this is in what we might call an even game, and if Klaps can carry this advantage state, then it's going to be in his favor despite the initial part of the game. And we see a failed edge guard attempt there from Klaps, but I like what he was doing because in that case, once again, you can see that he's been trying to call out the jumps all the time, and he tried to call it out with the up air, which almost yielded a combo, but it didn't quite get there. And now he's just having a problem with keeping himself in the disadvantage. Like he's having a little bit of an issue getting out of the disadvantage there. But I don't blame him. I mean,
I love that.
Yep.
Goes straight to the ledge, steals it from the Sheik. I feel like one of the best feelings in the game is stealing ledge from the Sheik.
Absolutely.
The Shino stall.
Yep, the ramen noodles. Yep. You got to do it now. A tech chase, and the best Sheiks, or at least the most well-practiced ones, can get that tech chase almost to death every time, and it can be really tough for Falcon. That's one of the reasons the matchup is so difficult.
Absolutely, and Klaps able to survive to this point, but probably not going to.
This looks to be done.
Live through this
for him. Yep. And now we move on to game 2. It was a good attempt at a comeback, though. Honestly, it was almost there.
It was.
And after a 4-2 deficit, then being able to come back was strong.
Yeah, he's gonna need to like that spell where he went on that 2-stock and then some percent run without really taking any damage. He's gonna need to find ways to make that more of the norm.
Yeah.
Because I feel like for so often he was getting grabbed and tech chased. Back to battlefield.
Yeah, but if he can use more, this is a rough one for him. But if he can use more movement, then really mix up to catch Sheik on the whiffs, which is what he's doing a lot, and then just avoid that grab, then it's going to be excellent for him because the punish game.
So really wanted that hit so much, but he didn't end up losing his stock for it.
But there it is, and it's like the punish game is usually pretty good, but one slip up like that from Klaps, and it just caused Guillotine to die. Or sorry, it caused Guillotine to kill him. But there's the knee, excellent knee coming from Klaps. He was able to get the angle there.
Snow Wiener showing his essence.
That's funny. And now we see again return to the neutral, but Klaps is doing it a little bit better, catching that roll behind with the back air and doing his best to make that attempt.
I feel like in sets I've seen Klaps play in the past, he's had pretty strong neutral against Sheik.
Yeah.
Maybe not like the strongest punish that you would see from like a top Falcon.
Yeah.
And I think he's just losing more of the neutral exchanges than I'm used to seeing him lose.
Yeah. Absolutely, I agree with that. And actually, now it looks to be somewhat the opposite of what you were saying in that, like at least in the previous game, when the neutral exchanges he was often losing and getting grabbed, but the punish is where he was really coming out. And hopefully, and then I could get the knee here, and he's able to to get into it. But yeah, he's throwing out a lot of hitboxes in the neutral, but he just keeps getting caught just by a little bit, so he's got to be a little bit cleaner with that.
Good spell now, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the lag, takes a stomp.
That knee would have been good, but tech on the platform easily could have prevented it, so even him missing that knee is not a terrible tragedy as long as he's able to make up for that.
Still in the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. And if he can get this next stock without losing... Oh, there it is. There's the Raptor boost in a knee, and he's in a great position here to take game 2.
I feel like his hit percentage is 100 on the Raptor boost.
Yep. Absolutely, and which
like
is
a Falcon's dream.
Yeah, it's one of those moves which just like Ganon's version is. Oh yeah, he really came back with that recovery there.
Finessed it.
Well, yeah, oh absolutely, that drift was good. It's one of those moves just like Ganon's version where the range is deceptive, and so Guillotine will jump over to try and avoid it, but still get hit by the side B and then comboed. But it didn't seem to be a problem on that stock there, as he just cleanly gets the kill, and we move on to the next.
Klaps,
stock.
Super aggro. For a few sequences.
And it seems to be working out for him, I would say.
He let off the accelerator there for a second, and then got grabbed off a just dash in deep grab from my Guillotine.
And that will happen if he's got to turn on the gas this entire time, because that's really the pressure that he's applying is what's really getting to Guillotine, because both of them keep dying in the disadvantage, so so it's really going to just come down to whoever can win the neutral, and Guillotine just keeps getting stuck in shield in small moments or rolling, and the pressure is able to get to him. And that's when Klaps gets the opening.
60%, kind of juicy for a stomp. Looks for it there, gets grabbed for his troubles.
Yeah. And that's a lot of, and that was about to be a lot of trouble, but Guillotine wasn't able to get that follow up there, and so, but here it might be really bad. But again, doesn't go for the up air, just tries to go for the clean fair, which I understand, but it costs him the game. And we move on to game 3. But again, Guillotine, just like in the previous game with what Klaps was doing, Guillotine was bringing it back pretty effectively there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think that they're figuring each other out in this way, and it's going to be so volatile, and they're both going to be trying to push through because there's so much combo ability and such in between both players. Just great players. They've got a strong grasp on the game.
Wonder what the counter pick. Yoshi's okay.
I don't disagree with that. Yoshi's, a smaller stage is something that you often want to take Falcon to, especially if you're going to be trying to scare him into shielding for a grab, or you're going to be trying to sort of dash dance around his space, which is hard normally, but smaller stages makes it easier, and that's why people often counterpick to that as Falcon. Of course, the advantage he's going to have is that a stomp to knee is going to kill 60 a lot of the time, so he's got to be... he's going to be looking out for that, but it seems to be working out for Guillotine now, as he's just cleanly getting this.
Yeah, strong start. Charges the needles and just kind of sitting in shield there. Gets clipped by a delayed hitbox of up there.
Sort of a Tipman kind of thing there. But the shield pressure coming from Klaps was actually good there with the stomp, fall down, and then the up air. But again, there's that getting caught, Klaps getting caught, and it's just really in a bad disadvantage now. But if we learned anything from game 1, we can see that Klaps does have the ability to bring this back, but he's going to have to do it real quick.
He does. I feel like could have made it to ledge on the right side over there.
Guillotine is her. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, all my bad.
Thank you for letting us know, chat.
That's my bad. Anyway, so she is winning very well in this match, and going into the next stock. But there's Klaps getting the knee, and it's back to.
Will he make a 4-2, 2-2 again?
Yeah,
like Klaps did
like in game 1.
Game.
Yep, that would be good for him, obviously, but it's going to be very difficult, and even more difficult on this stage because of the reasons that we talked about before.
Some overshot approaches, kind of working out for Klaps, mixing that in.
Yep, absolutely, and Klaps is really looking, like I said, it's going to be Guillotine's trying to sort of dash dance around his space, and so Klaps has got to be able to provide that pressure that he was, and that's what we saw during game 2. It's like he was so cleverly providing with the shield pressure and just getting to Guillotine, forcing her to shield, and then grabbing and getting the punish. But now he's not being able to get it as much, and each grab that Guillotine gets can yield so much more because Guillotine's just got the punish, the clean tech chases on point.
Klaps had landed a stomp a little while ago, and I felt like he had an instant up air available to then either another up air or something else. Instead, he like tried to short op knee, but there was a tech to be had for Guillotine on the platform. Klaps not able to take out the stock. There was so much neutral that went for a while without anyone hitting each other. And Klaps taking the ledge here should have.
Yep. That's a lot of what's happening. As we said, is like they're both just trying to figure each other out in the neutral, and then when one of them gets a punish, when one of them gets an opening, just like this, it can be death a lot of the time. So both, like I said, it's going to end up being so volatile, but both have to have their punishes on point and be able to just predict each other, or else it's going to end up in the games are going to end up how they've been, with one player and a great advantage over the other. But there keeps being such a big back and forth that comebacks are likely. But in this game,
good recovery from Klaps.
Yep, it's looking hard for Klaps. Good usage of air dodging on Randall, but that was not the up B you want, and that's it.
Good stuff to Guillotine.
Absolutely, good stuff to Guillotine, and like I said, her punishes were just great, and that's really what paid off in that match. Each tech chase was so much damage.